Hey y'all, it's Lindsay with the Fiber Seed, and it is WIP Wednesday where I share what I've been working on, which are some things. First up, you notice I am wearing my Rocket Tee by Tanis Lavallee, and it's finished. Like, there's no needles anywhere. I'm done. Yay! Anyway, I used one yarn. I didn't use mohair, so if you've seen the tee before and you're like, hey, that doesn't look the same, I didn't use mohair. So this is what it looks like with just fingering wet yarn. I used Sprout Sock on Riptide on Sprout Sock. Anyway, I alternated my balls. I used 2 for the project, and I absolutely love it. It fits great, and it's super comfy. Yeah, so, ta-da! What else have I been working on? I am still in the running for finishing this before my niece is born. So, bonus! I'm going to watch. Ready? All right. I am on ball 3 of 4. Number 4 is on my Swift right now because I need to wind it up. But I'm in this magic spot of this ball, which I've used a lot of, where it's like, why doesn't it look like it's getting smaller? I know I'm knitting. I know I'm knitting. What's happening? Anyway, this pattern is, I basically got the cast on and the concept of a square from the pattern of Reversible Afghan Knit by Val Love. Dovetail Designs, but this is not necessarily a pattern on the pattern. So I just wanted to go with something different. I've used the basic concept of that pattern for the other 2 nieces and nephews, so I decided to change it up because you want to have your own unique individual blanket, right? I mean, that's what I would say. But anyway, I did that, and then I finished my swatches for 100 Acre Wood, which is going in the shop this Friday. So that's what it looks like, knit and crocheted. This is the DK weight. So I did that on a size 6, and then this was, I think I used an F for a G, I cannot remember. But I love all the little pops of color and the color melding that happened with the way that I dyed this. So there's little pops of color, greens, golds, gray, blue, browns, they're all in here. And I absolutely love it. I even started a hat. So, because, you know, I finished this, so you had to start something, right? Castonitis. Castonitis. More on this in a second. Anyway, the yarn is going into the shop this Friday at noon, and I'll have it in sock, DK, and worsted. Now, that was planned. What wasn't, but what was basically I've decided to do, because this past weekend, Hurricane Helene completely tore through the mountains, and they're devastated and they need help. And so we are going to be donating 100% of the proceeds to the Samaritan's Purse Disaster Relief Fund. That is the area they are based out of, is Boone, North Carolina. So they're in the affected area, but they are already on the ground in the hospitals with personnel and supplies for the hospital personnel that are already there, search and rescue teams, food, shelter, water, and they're not just helping in the mountains. They also have teams that went down to Georgia and Florida for all the affected areas of the hurricane. So we just want to help them out, because when the helpers run into the fray, you got to give them support. So we're doing that. And if I run out of yarn, I will put up pre-orders for it. So, you know, just if you can't get yarn, share, please, because we're all helpers in our own way. And anyway, that is that portion of Wednesday. But because I got to go to some shows in the past couple weeks, I want to share some of my fiber finds. So I only got to one booth because the last hour of wool gathering at Yellow Springs, which was so much fun, there was like a torrential downpour. So at one point I was holding up a piece of plastic with my friend Tara, right after I had gotten this bag at her booth, at the Allegheny Fiber Arts booth, because we were trying to cover the back of her booth. It has not rained in Ohio. I mean, now it hasn't rained in Ohio for like almost 3 months, and then that was like the first day that it did. And then since then it's rained almost every day. Now we got a sunny day, so I'm happy. But anyway, I got this awesome bag, because who doesn't need another project bag? They're fun to change out. Look at the inside of that. Isn't it super cute? It's got little Care Bears on it. I had one Care Bear when I was little. It was, you know, one with the little rainbow belly on it. And anyway, I got that. And then, you know, water was the main event. So then I only had a couple days and we were off to Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. So let me show you what I got there. I showed you my sticker that I got at Camp Stitchwood. Okay, different stickers, because guess what these stickers go on? This awesome Pearl Scouts water bottle. So isn't that fun? I absolutely love it. And I can't wait to earn some more badges to stick on my water bottle. But I also got this cool enamel pin that is little mushrooms, but they have yarn on them. So these are little yarn balls, and that's a yarn ball movement, if you know what I mean. So I got that from Camp Stitchwood. And then I had to get a matching, well, it's not matching, a coordinating pumpkin to go with my pumpkin that I got from Glitz and Glaze Studio last year. So this one, the other one I have is more along the lines of like white with purple, light purple tones. So this one is kind of more purple with the light tones of the lighter purple, because this is coming up very white in here, but this is like a light purple with little bits of white in it. So I'm excited about this. So I got that. And then I saw Tara from Allegheny Fiber Arts again and got another bag because it has mermaids on it and humpback whales. And I don't know why, but humpback whales are like my favorite whale, because I had this giant poster in my room when I was a kid and that had all the different types of whales and the length of them and where they are in the ocean and stuff like that. And my favorite was the humpback for some reason. I think it's because of the noise that they made. And yeah, so I like that, so I got it. And then I went and visited Chelsea over Cottontail Farm and got these cute stitch end minders that are her little logo with yarn balls. And then I got this cute project bag, notions bag, project pouch, however, I mean, you could put a project in there. But I got this because it was like Penelope sized and Penelope themed. I mean, granted, I do like the unicorns myself, but this one was intended for her. Don't tell her, she doesn't know yet. And then I also got this project bag for myself. These are perfect for one skein projects. That I basically, if it's something like this hat that I know the pattern, there's not really much knowing to the pattern. Like it's one of those ones that's ingrained in your head and you're like, and throw it in here. And you just go because it's got the strap. But yeah, I liked the owls and the cool feathers and then the foxes, because we have a little resident fox around here at the house. And so I thought that was cool. Anyway, I got those two things. And then I went over to Ashling Yarns and I went and got myself some BFL. So this is not superwashed. It is an American Small Farm, locally grown and custom spun. And so I got 3 of them. And that means I have 750 yards. So now I have to find a pattern. And I'm excited. I don't often make not superwashed things. I know how to care for them. But it's fun to change it up every once in a while. So I have the idea in my head that I'm going to make something like the Anchors by Petite Knits Anchors top. I think there's one that's like 3/4 length. I could be wrong. I don't know if there's enough yardage for it, but we're going to try. But if anyway, I could always do a cap sleeve top. I'm super excited about it though. I'm looking to do maybe some texture, or maybe like, maybe not cables, but maybe a little bit of texture as a design element in it. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, those are my fiber finds, my works in progress. Hopefully I will have a finished baby blanket to show you next week. And maybe I'll start working back on my crochet top, even though we are now getting into the season where that is not something I probably would wear unless I have like a long sleeve underneath it. If I put it over top, you wouldn't see it. Anyway, otherwise I might grab out some of my works in progress that are sweaters that I probably should finish before the sweater of the long sleeve variety season goes away. So anyway, those are the things I've been working on. Until next time, happy crafting.